Hi Aditya, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How's it going?
Absolutely fine. You tell me.
Just enjoying COVID lockdown.
Okay. Starting with the first question. What, according to you, constitutes an ideal physical eyewear retail outlet?
I think the overall interaction with a customer, let's say myself, from the time you walk in, obviously right now, following the COVID protocol, scanning your head, checking your finger with an isometer if that's really necessary based on the city you live in, you know, the optician or the employee at the optician really knowing you as a customer, knowing your kind of taste, what kind of pricing you like spending. And of course, but since I personally wear prescription eyewear, what are the typical frames in your store that would suit my requirement? So customizing it to the dot to your customer's requirement would be perfect. And I personally like shopping at a brick and mortar outlet because I get to touch and feel the product. Of course, now I'll probably have to wear gloves and do it, but it's fine.
What, according to you, sells, if we say in a retail outlet, what would be the ideal product or a brand mix?
The ideal product or brand make that I'm typically a big fan of the Carreras. I've been wearing them for the past year and a half and they fit fantastic. I mean, I like a mix of both the fully framed ones and the ones with half a frame on, as long as the fit is fine. And of course, now since we live in a mask era, there are a couple of things that when you wear glasses, you have to remember is that your mask is obviously going to sit on your ears and it's going to give you a lot of pressure. In my case, my powers are on the higher side. So original glasses might be very light, but once you add your prescription, it becomes heavy. So you've got the glasses, you've got the mask affecting your ears. So those are things that you kind of have to watch out in a pandemic era that we live in now.
When we talk about luxury eyewear, do you think it can be sold online?
Of course, luxury eyewear can be sold online if you are typically the customer that purchases luxury eyewear and you kind of already know the brand, you kind of already know what you want from that brand. And of course, that gets a little tricky because, of course, with optical eyewear, it has to fit your individual perspective and it's not a generic brand. And of course, luxury is all about the personalization that you can do towards the end. So yeah.
Okay. Should physical selling ideally be replaced with digital or a more practical approach leading to a digital to be the next logical step?
That's a little tricky. I personally think, at least my view is that yes, that there is a growing demand for both brick and mortar and digital products to come together. But I don't know. I still like the brick and mortar feel. Buying online, the deals sound fantastic, the kind of pricing. But being a marketer myself, I think I'll still stick to the brick and mortar approach.
Could you elaborate your views on an ideal digital outlet?
I guess an ideal digital outlet would be some of the things that people are playing with right now in terms of AR and VR, where you can actually see yourself in those products. 99 different color options. You can explore all the 99 color options using that AR tool. Of course, the end result of enjoying that fit and then customizing, how tight is that frame and how much do you want to expand it? Do you want it closer? I guess those are the things that technology, as we adapt, maybe would be great. So yeah.
What possibly should be the digital in-store merchandising display be like?
I think right now, typically what you see at most brick and mortar outlets or in store is that when you walk in, you can kind of see which brand is on what shelf, or if it's in the display counter as you walk in. I think those are great. And then of course, depending on which optician you go to, you see an LED panel that greets you with all the brands, or you can stand and use the AR option and figure out which option would you like to see. And if they have that particular model inside, you can try them on. Yeah, I guess that's about it. But of course, as much with technology would be great, but your optician at the end of the day needs to know you really well as a customer to make that sell. But however, if you're a first time consumer, those are the interesting challenges, I guess, as a retailer to figure out XYZ customer be the right fit, and how would they like the approach that the retailer uses?
How would you want to receive marketing communications from a digital outlet?
So currently, social media is great because all of us are spending even more time on social media since we're all at home during the pandemic. WhatsApp, not necessarily, because there are hundreds of groups that tend to reach out to you. SMS marketing, I don't know. I'm not a fan of SMS marketing because I don't really use SMS anymore. But then that's just my individual perspective. I think emailers are great, and social media reach, if you subscribe to that page, is great.
In your opinion, how will the consumer behavior of the luxury segment evolve post-COVID?
I think right now, if you see how the luxury market has been forced to adopt, with offering services at home, obviously the biggest challenge is during COVID. I'm kind of altering the question here, but during COVID has given a lot of opportunities to change the way we do business physically and digitally. So I guess post-COVID, I don't know, I can't really predict it because post-COVID is a different set of challenges. You'll still have social distancing measures to adopt. I don't know for how long are we going to be masked, but at least adapting with the new normal where you currently do your activities in the big metros or the smaller cities with your mask on, sanitizing, washing your hands really frequently, making sure you don't touch your face. But of course, here's the interesting part. If you do wear glasses, you are bound to touch your face at some point, right? To push your glass back like this. So I think just in terms of remembering the same three rules, please social distance, sanitize and clean your hands as often as possible, and not really touch your face that much. So post-COVID, I think it's still too early to predict on markets post-COVID. Maybe survive during COVID is the biggest key factor.
Given luxury purchase is an immersive hands-on experience, do you think digital will play a larger role post-COVID?
See, digital is definitely here to stay. It's always going to exist hand in hand. The basic example you can see is the Kirana store versus online marketplace, right? When COVID happened, the Kirana stores came to the rescue first compared to the online big basket, etc. Manpower is always going to be an issue. Even though we have a lot of even though we have a huge population, getting the right trained person is going to be a thing. So I think it's always going to be a hand-in-hand existence, but it's up to an optician or a retailer to actually figure out which makes sense for them. Are you going to be on high street, high visibility areas, or are you going to kind of adopt, like a cloud market option where you have the spending power to reach out to your clientele, where you can offer customized services that come to your house, maybe charge a little more if your client is willing to pay that extra price where your optical products come to you. But hey, at the end of the day, you're not going out, it's going to come to you. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting times. I mean, personally right now, I think the only thing we go out for is maybe some daily exercising in the supermarkets, but everything else comes to you, whether it's your vegetable vendor, whether it's your doodh wala, it's your newspaper, things like that have always been coming home, and we take that for granted. So now these are interesting times where, as an optician, if you could kind of client service your clients at their houses, and it kind of fits that luxury market that way. You are a luxury client, luxury product. Why not deliver straight away to someone's house rather than them entering a shopping mall, going through that sanitizing process, you investing a lot in a physical retailing outlet, and then people don't really get to enjoy the process because you can't really turn the AC on. You can't. I mean, it's quite funny, right?
Very interesting perspective here. And very nice talking to you and finding out from a consumer perspective what really is the future for retailing, especially the luxury retailing in eyewear.